Hey, great Thursday morning, throwback Thursday. Great Thursday morning. It is a beautiful day in the neighborhood, a beautiful morning in the city of Brownsville. Very quiet, very calm, very tranquil. Good morning, Frankie. How you doing?
Hey, good morning, Erasmo. Good morning, world. It is a beautiful, beautiful day in the neighborhood, as our friend Mr. Rogers used to once say. Last night we had some scattered showers. Woke up to it being a little wet over here. The news the forecast should be in the 60s within this next couple of days, so we should be receiving rain Saturday or Sunday, which is a good thing. It's been hot these past few days, but hopefully we'll be able to get by it. Happy Thursday, everybody! Let's have a good end to a great week for our teachers for their appreciation week, and also the nurses. So happy Thursday, guys! Thanks for tuning in.
It is Teacher Appreciation Week and it is Nurse Appreciation Week. It's kind of trippy that both of these professions, turned out to be a appreciation on the same day. Good morning, Aurora. And I was just about to say what Aurora's mentioned. Good morning, Royal. Like in my part of town, we didn't get any rain. Allá para la Alta Glor, we didn't get any rain, and I was tripping because I actually thought we were going to be out there getting some. Luis, morning, man. I actually expected a little bit of rain. We got nothing out there by Alta Glor. This morning I woke up and I said, like, what's going on? But nada. Elisa, I love this woman. Good morning. Yes, happy Teacher Appreciation Week. Again, it's kind of trippy that these professions have Appreciation Week at the same time as as we have finally, I guess, made a lot of other individuals aware of the importance of these professions as being that they have become essentials. Good morning, Marta. Buenos días, Martita. How they become essentials. These are essential positions, poured by the airport. Wow, that is trippy. That is awesome. Good morning, Hilda. I love you. No rain and Crestview either. Ya donde vive world. Morning, Leah. Say hi to Josh. Este, yeah, it was kind of trippy. But again, hats off and appreciation to teachers and nurses out there. I mean, you at no other time, I think, Casey, another time in the history of our country, of our nation, have we come to the realization of how mega important teachers are and mega important our medical staff, medical professionals are. And thank y'all so much for everything that y'all do. Uh, cambio de oficinas como cambio de camisas in the morning. Back at our office on Madison Street this morning. So it's a good thing. If you have a chance in the neighborhood, stop by the office. Bring me a cup of coffee and we'll have some coffee, we'll have some chat. I love you, mi amor. Love the baby. And we have great opportunities to sit down and have a cup of coffee. We have specifically at the office on Madison Street, have a boardroom type of table for us to sit down and just jab away. So you let me know. Come on down. Well, there's
To the price.
eh?
Come on down to the prices.
Right. MA. Oh, my school nurses. Let me tell you guys, I love my school nurses. I used to stop by and visit my school nurses every time I went to Porter to pay. Always go straight to the nurses station. I have some beautiful people that work out there, guys, at all the schools. But do appreciate our school nurses, and I'm kind of upset that they're one of the positions that these individuals, they want to cut down on. I mean, guys, again, this doesn't make, we'll talk about BSD in a little bit, but guys, it doesn't make any sense. Parece que they want to hurt the most needed individuals in our school systems, which are our food cafeteria people, our custodian people, our maintenance people, our teachers, of course. This is the cajon. But come on, man, to mess with the nurses. The nurses have the nurses at our schools have a double job. A double job. They're not only educators, they're also medical professionals that take care of the well-being of our kids. Good morning, Eggman. Yes, Vela, that was actually the first thing we're going to talk about. Yes, Emmy Devine, you are the best nurse. Love my nurses out there, guys. Guys, something that Vela mentioned is something that I actually wanted to talk about today. I know that my friend Roman, I wish Roman would wake up in the mornings, but Roman doesn't wake up in the morning. If Mendio Roman, he's awake till like 3, 4, 5 in the morning, and then when we need him at 9 o'clock in the morning, está dormidito, mi compadre. Uh, este, but before going to bed last night, I think this was a post that he put up there at like at 1 o'clock in the morning. A great post, and I'll read out to you. It says Brownsville City Commissioner fighting Ruth Goronski voted against the city commission investigating Brownsville PUB and the alleged mishandling of $1.3 million. She doesn't wear the BPUB cap everywhere for nothing. Guys, I didn't watch the city commission meeting completely, and I'm glad Roman did. Roman, you can say whatever you want about Roman, but Roman is dead on most of the time. Again, we're not always right all the time. Most of the time, he's dead on in regards to city policy. I mean, he ran for city commissioner twice, so he knows his stuff in regards to city. So in his post, he did mention, actually, I don't know why. Well, he had said that it was a 4-3 vote, and he corrected himself. Tacho and Mujia weren't not at the meeting when this vote took place. Trey was going to abstain because he's an ex-official member of Brownsville PUB, which the mayor actually has a seat on the PUB board again, as someone that's watching it, monitoring it. He can vote on it. He can vote on it because he does not vote for Brownsville PUB. And again, we did not vote for the mayor of the city of Brownsville as a PUB member. We voted for the mayor of the city of Brownsville to represent the citizens of Brownsville. And that's what Trey has done immensely well. Very, very well. It was an unnecessary potential abstention in order for it to pass with a commission majority. Regardless of those present, Trey voted on it. He didn't have to vote. He voted on it. Which again says that we want to get down to the nitty-gritty in regards to what happened to $1.3 million at PUB. It is the city commissioner's job and responsibility to make sure that these entities that they supervise and they appoint people to, that they are being held accountable to the citizens of Brownsville. And PUB has not. They have given the top wigs at that area immensely high salaries, and they have not benefited the city of Brownsville in any way, shape, or form. It took them forever to even pass that little money that they gave for the elderly. And I'm going to even dare say that they did it in a time when they were being investigated for the $1.3 million. Como para taparle el ojo al macho. Like, hey, cover it up. Let's try to, do the squirrel thing. Squirrel. And they everyone starts looking, they gave us $2 million for, it's a responsibility. They stole $100 million from us. PUB took $100 million from the citizens of Brownsville. $100 million. Don't know where it's at. And then when they get caught on a federal offense, because again, bank money is protected by the federal FDIC, something like that, guaranteed by the FDIC. Yep. So all of a sudden now FBI comes involved because now we're talking about federal money. Man, do we have to wait for the federal government to come in and take care of all our messes? Why the hell do we elect local officials then for? Let's just go elect the FBI to monitor the city of Brownsville, because it had to be the FBI to come and bring Sylvia down. It had to be the FBI to come and now bring PUB down. Really, guys? Is that what it's going to take? Maybe, just maybe, we start electing officials that are going to stand up for the citizens of Brownsville instead of constantly bringing back people that have screwed us over as a city. Screwed us over as a city. It's got to stop. Trey Menace voted on it. It was absurd speech by Nerth, who interrupted the second to the motion. I didn't even hear the second, but it doesn't mean it didn't happen. Nerth seems to be needing the spotlight as evidence by her want to make the motion to give city property. And this I can tell you a couple of things about. Give city property to the county for the purpose of a county office on Southmost. Why do we need a county office on Southmost? We don't. It's a failed experiment. It's a failed experiment. Why? Someone asked me, why is it a failed experiment? Someone, please ask me why it's a failed experiment.
Erasmo, why is it a failed experiment?
I'll tell you why it's a failed experiment, Frankie. Does anyone remember that down southmost, we had the police station out there that basically is no more? Also, you know what would happen at the police station? They were doing license plates, and it didn't work. They came back, and they put it back on La Levy. Well, back on Harrison, when it was on Harrison. But they took it back to their office. It's a failed experiment. Tengo mocos. It's a failed experiment. Failed. So now the county wants the city to give them property that's not even theirs. You can't make this stuff up. It's not even city property. It's property that was being used by PUB where the water tower used to stood, where Cromac is at. That property actually reverts back to the BISD. I know because they mentioned it to us back when I was on the board. And I said, hell no. Why are we going to give property to the Cameron County? They have enough property. $1.3 million. Where's the money, PUB? Are we going to get free electricity now? Roy, we should be getting free electricity for the next 2-3 years as a city with $100 million that they took from us. Welcome to Chicago, Texas. I tell you what, like whatever. Stop screaming. No, I can't. Why did it fail? Again, it failed. It's a failed because it's already failed. They failed because people aren't going to go to the police station to pick up license plates. It's the people from Southmost. There's a little bit of distrust already. And I understand the reason for having a police station down Southmost. I think that's a great idea. You know, as liaisons in regards to, opening up to the community, that's great. And I'm not saying that everyone down Southmost are criminals either. But I'm from Southmost. Would I say that about myself? Good morning, Hanadelia. Nurin seems to be needing to spotlight as evidence by her want to make the motion. What's interesting about the property swap is that it was where the old Southmost water tower was. This is Roman. I believe the property was supposed to belong to BISD. Yes. As it was part of Cromac. For some reason, they did not come up in the discussion. Did not. Hola, Susie. It is an epic fail, 100%. It was always packed in the Southmost office. Yeah, it was. I'm just being facetious. But they opted, well, for some reason, Al, they decided to say, you know what? No mas, let's send it back to the main office. That's what I'm referring to. I'm just exaggerating the point, bro. Now the police station is to be sold to a local taco vendor. Tacos Policia, Southmost. I would not go to the police station to pick up license plates. Yeah, I wouldn't either. Saludos, raza, familia Guerrero. Well, on Roman's post, Mayor Mendez responded, Nerith was the only person voting against investigating PUB. Guys, what the heck? Why would anyone not want to investigate PUB? I mean, this is coming from a sitting city commissioner who served as PUB chair and who was on PUB for years. For years. Levy office is a mess. Well, yeah, we agree, Al. But that's a difference. That's for another day. For years, she sat on the Brownsville PUB board. For years. As its chair for many of those. Didn't they close it because of some scam of some sort? Maybe. But guys, she sat on there. Why would she not want it to be investigated? Anyone? Conflict of interest? Maybe not even vote. Hey, I was sitting on there. I was there when we screwed the city of Brownsville over for $100 million with tax increases that didn't produce anything but more money to give the executives immense 50%, 100% raises. That's the only thing they did, guys. and our rates continue to go up. Is why would she refuse to investigate PUB? Don't you want an investigation of PUB, guys? Anyone? Don't you want an investigation of PUB? I mean, they literally made $1.3 million disappear by depositing the check into somebody else's account. This is recent, guys. This isn't in the past 7 years. This is right now. Don't you want PUB investigated by your elected officials? Anyone? What would be her reason to vote against the investigation? Again, she sat on the board while we were being screwed over. Sat on the board while we were being screwed over for $100 million. And when we asked how much money is there, she didn't know. Jessica Tetreault didn't know. The mayor, former mayor Brownsville, didn't know. Guys, tiene cola que le pisen. Guys, doesn't it make sense? I mean, why would you not want them to investigate your bank account? I wouldn't want them to investigate my bank account because they would all have a good laugh at all the $8, the $1.46, the minus $8.51. People would laugh. Investigate. Trey Mendes went on and said, I don't recall who seconded the motion. Tetreault and Mujia were not present when the vote took place, so it was a 4-1 vote. As to the property, we assume the parties involved performed their due diligence on property transactions and rights of ownership, deed restrictions. That's their job. Yes, but this is the city of Brownsville, Train. So, yes, when as far as I know, the property reverts back to BISD. I know because the county approached BISD in regards to, can we have the property to build an office? And we back then said, no way, Jose. So now they want to go through the city of Brownsville, try to get their support maybe to talk to BISD to let them have the property. Let me tell you, the city of Brownsville and BISD don't have a great relationship, folks. They don't. The superintendent kicked sand in the face of the mayor, Trey Mendes. Kicked sand in the face of the mayor, Trey Mendes. So if anyone out there thinks that there's a great relationship between the city and BISD, I doubt it. Does it make sense to anyone?
In regards to the 1.3, Erasmo, it has been mentioned how these individuals were able to get that amount of money transferred to a different account using a fake letterhead or fake logo, and how the way the article makes it seem is how easy, how fluid this transaction was with Noble Builders and PUB. Again, it leads a lot to question, even more so when the chairwoman or the president, I'm not sure how to classify her, the chair, I'm sorry, the chairwoman, O'Quinn, she is trying to avoid for the information to be out. They had a closed meeting in executive session where they were going to speak with the board counsel for advice in regards to the city of Brownsville and the information getting out. So again, why do we see this reluctance? Again, we understand how these entities, they have to take all measures, A, B, C, D. It's always best, of course, to speak with counsel in regards to any issue, any questions that there is. But it does seem like they are trying to prevent the information from being released at this time. So we have the 1.3 with PUB. We have the chairwoman initiating this dialogue with the legal counsel to try, and it seems to try and prevent the information from being released right now. And then we have a sitting board member, city commissioner who previously sat on this PUB board. One would lead to believe that, hey, go ahead and take a look at the books. Go ahead and take a look at anything that I've been a part of. but it's not. It leads one to believe, that maybe there is something, or maybe there was something that wasn't being done properly at back then, and maybe even now. So it's not in our best interest to open up that can of worms. But this is out in the public, and again, 1.3 million dollars just doesn't go accidentally missing. So it's going to be interesting these next couple weeks, couple months, to see the outcome of this and how they're going to play it for the public, because this could probably just be a little spin-off for saying, hey, it was just a misappropriation of funds. They happen to be back in this account.
No.
So how are they going to spin it at Erasmo? That's going to be the interesting part.
Well, first of all, let me answer one of these questions. So, are other BISD board members under investigation? I would dare say yes. What I'm going to say is that they're a lot weaker than Sylvia, so I'm going to make sure that they're going to be asked to testify against her. Her little buddies. I would say I would guesstimate Prissy and Drew. One moment, Frankie. Answer some of these questions. I'll be right back.
Sure. Bronzo Talk appreciates T-shirts hard work during COVID-19. Vote for a change in November 2020. Pauline, thank you so much for your comment. That is correct. Again, we've spoken previously on different segments in regards to that. Going back at Erasmo very quickly, we'll come back to Pauline's. Going back very quickly to the board members. So you were saying that you anticipate two board members to either testify on behalf of the federal government against Sylvia Atkinson. Is that correct?
Well, let me put it to you all this way. Again, great question. I'll say out there. I know for a fact that because she told me, I know for a fact that Laura Perez Reyes went to the FBI. I know for a fact that Drew went to the FBI. I know for a fact that Philip went to the FBI. Well, I know I've already made mention that I've gone to the federal government. Guys, as that I'm sure, almost 100% sure that they've already called in Prissy. I don't think that they would even call in Minerva. And the reason I don't think they would call in Minerva is because she's so stupid. I mean, she has nothing to offer. She was just a puppet, a tool. And again, to her credit, as that she was just used, But again, she permitted herself to be used. And I'm not giving her a pass. She permitted herself to be used by Sylvia like a puppet. And I even posted on my page. It's like Sylvia had her hand all the way in there, moving her mouth, 100%. It's an embarrassment. It's not the type of leadership that we need here in the city of Brownsville in any way, shape, or form. So you ask the questions. I will respond as best as I can and as much as I can. But yeah, I'm sure that all of them right now, as they're on the way. In regards to, I think Vela is referring to Ana O'Quinn, the chair right now of PUB, and yes, she did in 2016 against Minerva. Speaking of Minerva, again, guys, everything is intertwined. Now, I've had conversations with people at PUB in regards to it, and they say, well, sometimes it's very limited what you could say because there is a federal investigation, and I would agree. There are things that cannot be said because there is an ongoing federal investigation. You do not want to interfere in an investigation. Again, it is what it is. Good morning, ¿cómo estás? Info on the can of worms. Open the can of worms. BIZ corrupted, PUB corrupted, city commission corrupted, county corrupted, and only place that seems to be clean is the sewer plant. Well, at least it smells a lot cleaner than all the others that you just mentioned, bro. But let me tell y'all something in regards to what really disgusts me about PUB. The only reason, one of the main reasons I ran for mayor of the city of Brownsville some 6 years ago was just because of that. It's disgusting that Brownsville PUB is a monopoly in the city of Brownsville. It is disgusting that they control anything and everything having to do with the city of Brownsville. And we have absolutely no representation, folks, at Brownsville PUB. Now we have the mayor of the city of Brownsville that sits there, and I'm praying that the mayor of the city of Brownsville is they're going to be hands-on in regards to being a little bit more proactive. They are appointed. They aren't elected. They are appointed by the city commission. The city commission has failed us, as a city, because they have not overseen what is going on at PUB. PUB is a money machine. It is a money machine. Next to BISD, it is the second most powerful entity in regards to dollars in our area. I would dare say south of San Antonio. PUB, I'm sorry, BISD, and then PUB. PUB has more money than the county, city, than the colleges here. Guys, it's an embarrassment. And then no one is out there to oversee what the heck they're doing with our money. I mean, they have the power to increase the tax rates, the watt rates, electricity rates on your home. Look at your bill. Anyone, look at your bill. And someone please tell me that I'm lying. Someone please go look at your PUB bill and tell me that I'm lying. Tell me that they have not screwed you over, or the rest of the people here in the city of Brownsville. Ahora, look, guys, for someone who's making like they are $375,000, like the superintendent, do you think that they care paying an extra $100 a month in utility bills? They don't. The mega rich of this city, they don't mind paying an extra $50, $75, $100 a month in utility bills. But is this city compromised mostly of $375,000 a year paying jobs? It is not. It is mostly individuals who earn $18,000, guys, as the median. Maybe less now with all this Rona and stuff. $18,000. $18,000 a month. That's what compromises the bulk, the majority of the people of the city of Brownsville. Can you afford your PUB bill on that type of salary? Pretty sure City Commission is aware of PUB. But they haven't done nothing, Mary Lou. I mean, right here, we just read. One of the city commissioners voted against investigating PUB. They voted against it because she served on it. She's responsible for increasing. Ahora, ¿de qué sirve que, oh, I love my people down south most, y ay, que la panadería, y que, ay, que los taquitos de aquí, ¿de qué sirve? Guys, it's all fluff. Fluff! It's all PR picture moments, guys. Would you rather someone out there, promoting all little taquitos and little pan de dulce while screwing you over $75 to $100 a month? Really? And you're talking about every household down south most. Every household in the city of Brownsville. Se hacen que no la vienen de dientes. Morning, Andy. La lana, that's what it is. Nope, because they're yes. Think of it. She sat on the PUB board as a chair. She voted to increase your rates, your money. I mean, and I don't have anything personal against Commissioner Golonsky, but I do have a problem when she starts screwing over the city of Brownsville. I'm sorry. She increased your rates, and then she votes against auditing, reviewing what happened at PUB, guys. Does that make sense to anyone out there? Honestly, am I talking out of my butt here? Please give me the money and I'll go take a picture with tacos at the Southmost donde quieras. Morning, Janet. I mean, someone please, if I'm not making sense or if I'm excited, tell me. But does it not make sense, guys, to anyone? Guys,
is there anyone out there?
Anyone out there, folks? Así anda el PR cuando los huercos están en state competition. Yes. Before that, the politicos are nowhere. Exactamente. Because let me tell you, the only reason that these politicos were so desperate to have the graduation, it wasn't because, the 13-year student, que no sé qué, it was a picture moment, guys. It's all about the damn pictures. And the difference, and let me tell you, the difference between them and me is like, I take pictures every day. with the people of Brownsville. Every day, everywhere I go, I'm a people person. They are, let me try to get vote person. That's all they are. That's why you don't see them. You don't see these people. Where's Roman? Está dormido mi
Wake up,
Roman.
Roman.
It was for the propaganda, free marketing for them. 100%. They don't care about the well-being, the health, the safety of our students. Posted a video last night. Minerva still thinks it's a hoax. Hombre, in 3 months, it could all be gone
3
away.
weeks.
3 weeks.
3 weeks.
In 3 weeks, the virus could be gone. Guys, and then people say, Erasmo, why do you say she's stupid? Guys, did anyone see the video? It's on the page. Oh no, in 3 weeks, could just be gone. Jesus' blood. Jesus' blood. That's all we need. Pray, and it'll be gone. She thinks it's a hoax. Y'all see the video? She thinks it's a hoax. She's delusional. She's a mad woman. That's corruption in Brownsville. 100% prima. Photogenic. Say cheese. Guys, she thinks it's a hoax. All right, for all those people out there that are going like, no, Erasmo, she couldn't believe it's a hoax. You want more proof? Look at the video. She said it would disappear in 3 weeks. It could disappear in 3 weeks. Does anyone out there really think it? Even the people that are out there, focus on the recovery. Even those people, my friends. And again, difference of opinion. I love them, my friends. I'm going to have a barbecue with them this weekend. We don't agree. I'm going to have a barbecue with John, and John and I are at odds. We disagree on the way the Rona thing has gone down. He's my friend. I love his family. I love his kids. I call them my nephews. We disagree. It's okay to disagree, guys. We don't have to agree. I'm going to go have barbecue at his house because I like barbecue. Going to go have barbecue. Disagree. Adamant. Even for those people that believe in recovery, even John. And the people that believe that, you focus on the recovery numbers. Even they know that it's not going to disappear in 3 weeks. You know why? Because they got more than 2 brain cells in their head. And anyone with more than 2 brain cells in their head knows that it's not going to disappear in 3 weeks. Except who? Minerva! That's who! She's crazy! Let's hope it disappears. What the? Isn't it ridiculous? In the recent meeting, she kept on saying water under the bridge. It's going to go away. She's nuts. Water under the bridge? People dying? People getting infected every day? Cause contamination up the yin yang?
And students getting infected?
Students getting infected? Water under the bridge. Water under the bridge? That's how dumb this woman is. The virus is magically going to go away when the government is prepping to deal with this for months. Years. They're talking about year and a half, 2 years, 2021, 2022. Prayers, but not brain. God gave us this brain. Use it. Wear a mask. John who? John's buddy, but John White. John's a friend of mine. Very, very outspoken, very adamant. You know, it's kind of funny because the other day someone told me, goes, Erasmo, why do you put John's comments on the screen? You don't believe like he believes? Guys, people don't have to believe how I believe. I like difference of opinion, but John is respectful in the way he expresses his views. And I respect that. We don't have to agree. I still love the man. I love the man, and I love his family. Very supportive of every campaign I've ever run. Very supportive. 100%. I love his kids. I call them my nephews. Great family. You know, I've been to their house regularly for barbecue because I like barbecue. I swear the more I learn from those folks at BIZ makes me want to run for something down in the valley. It's ridiculous. Bro, we need good people. Let me see. I just with the nursing home, it's okay. In Harlingen, we know COVID-19 won't disappear anytime soon. Sadly, the elderly folks from there are disappearing. Guys, and they have not stopped passing away. Morning, Tim.
Hey, good morning.
Tim just walked into my house. You see, I say, "Hey guys, come on over, have coffee. We got a big old table," and sure enough, Tim shows up. Awesome, guys. It's pretty cool. But again, guys, is there anyone out there that does anyone really on there believe that it's going to disappear in 3 weeks? Anyone? Anyone besides stupid Minerva? Anyone? There was talk that teachers and administrators were being told they may not have a job next year if kids do not come back 100%. Uh-huh. We talked about that last night, Karen. I mean, we actually had an hour and 20 minutes on it, and you can go back and check it out. We'll touch on it a little bit today. I'm not going to say too much because I know for a fact that there might be some, as mentioned in the letter that we received, and members from AOBE received. They're talking to their attorneys, and I think what's happening is people have had enough. They've had enough of all the lies, all the insecurities, all the everything else, everything. Frankie?
Yeah, that's true. In regards to the teachers, we are beginning to see again how we've previously spoken about the language in the teachers' contracts, how there's some lingo that makes it known that the teachers are, could possibly from one day to the next, be let go. So, again, are they guaranteed a job? As of right now, it doesn't seem like it. What happens if the schools don't go back to the brick and mortar buildings? What if it's distant learning? And one thing I did want to mention, Erasmo, we did get word that the district intends on having a survey for the parents. They want to get their feeling, whether they'll follow or take into consideration what they have to say. But a survey is going to be sent out to the parents in regards to whether they prefer distant learning, how has their experience been so far, or the second option is a flexible schedule. I'm thinking like, block schedules where some students go into school on certain days or certain hours or half a days, whatnot. So again, there is a lot of uncertainty. Teachers have been reaching out and saying, hey, I saw my contract. It was totally funny. It was funky. It was, we haven't seen this before. And again, it leads us to believe that the district wants to have that flexibility to just clip the employee when necessary. So again, there's a lot of uncertainty. Do the teachers have a job if the children go back? It doesn't seem like it. Some will lose their job.
In regards to flexible schedule, it's going to be Mondays and Wednesdays, or Monday to Wednesday all day, or Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, half a day, and then Friday for catch-up stuff. It's always good to have a teacher close by. Monday, Wednesday, Tuesday, and Thursday. It's always good to have a teacher close by. It's on top of things.
Always.
Thank you, Tim.
You got it.
But again, that's the route that they're going to go. They're going to go flexible schedule, guys. There's no doubt. At BHS, we split session 7:30. Yeah, exactamente. That's exactly what they're planning to do. And again, that's great. We have to be a little bit more proactive. I hear that besides that, they're also going to try and work some individuals online courses, to basically stay at home. Again, that's being proactive. But again, are we as a district ready for something like that? I hope that that's what they work on from here to throughout the summer, because that's the only way that we're going to get ready for that. Also, having Wi-Fi on the buses is a good step. It's behind the times, but finally they're starting to move on. So we'll see what happens. Last night we talked about the numbers. We'll talk about the numbers very, very quickly. Again, there are 4 students on there. There's a 9-year-old, a 13-year-old, an 8-year-old, a 17-year-old. Now, one of the other things that came out is that we're going to get word either today or tomorrow about the youngest individual that tested positive here in the city of Brownsville. And I'm going to dare say it's probably somebody in months, a child, a small child. As we read that off Dr. Hernandez's post, we already know that it hasn't been reported yet. And I'm surprised that we haven't got information about the individual who was pregnant and tested positive as well. Again, guys, morning schedules and afternoon schedules like they used to have back in the 70s. I remember those. Actually, they had them in Mexico for the longest time. I still think they have them in Mexico. We're going back to being more like Mexico. Isn't that crazy? That's what I was thinking too. Yeah. What are other school districts talking about the next school year? Talking about the same thing. Good morning, Linda. Uh, they're talking about the same thing. It's going to be probably the only options that we have. And how many people are positive with no or low symptoms? More than we actually have on record. I'm going to say that's for sure. But again, guys, we're what bothers me is the delay in information. We found out about the pregnant female. I'm going to guess it's female. The pregnant female, uh, 2 days ago, 2 nights ago,
Yeah.
2 nights ago. Still zero word, zero mention from county or from the city where she's from. It might not be from Brownsville. I'm going to guess it's probably in Harlingen. I'm not sure. But Dr. Hernandez was the one that came up with that information, so it might be Brownsville. But also remember that they started doing the Harlingen ones. So it might be someone from Harlingen that actually tested here at the sports park. In regards to the most youngest individual that they tested positive for, I'm going to say that might be in the months. I mean, we've had a lot of under 1 year olds up in Hidalgo County. I think Hidalgo had an 8 month old and a 9 month old. We hadn't had one, I don't think. Did we, Frankie? I don't think we did.
Uh, we did have an 8 or 9 month old.
Oh wow. So well then,
Yeah,
if it's less, the youngest, then we're talking about a couple months old.
months old. Yeah.
That's very scary, guys. Again, it's very scary because the children and the elderly, their immune system is wanting, lacking. Who will lose their job and who will keep them simple? Whoever keeps their job, they're asking whoever loses their jobs are the nobodies. No, what happens is that when I eat or when I drink, I have a small stomach. So when I eat or when I drink, me tira los mocos afuera. I'm not exactly sure. It's just one of the reflexes I have. Anyone that's had stomach surgery, I think goes through the same thing. That's what I've been told. Buenos días, don Erasmo. Dios contigo. Saludos a tu compañero. Gracias, José. Bendiciones. Muchas bendiciones. Saludos a la familia, compa. The numbers are very, very telling. I don't think there's any other meetings planned for anything anytime soon. Um, Anything else that we need to discuss, Frankie? Almost 45 minutes.
No, tune in tonight at 9 p.m. We'll be with you discussing some more latest topics. It's raining on my end, so it's a beautiful Thursday. Much needed rain. Um, Stay safe out there, guys. Hope you guys have a good Thursday.
Guys, yeah, it's starting to get cloudy here downtown. Again, if you want to come and have coffee, let me know. Come stop by any time of the day. We're here. We're here. We're ready and able to answer any question. Just come by, man. Come shoot the crap. I'm very careful with my language, guys. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for your support. Again, we're going to be on these two pages in the meantime, plus YouTube. If you haven't subscribed to YouTube, please go and subscribe to YouTube, guys. We'll see. Frankie will let us know throughout the day who's going to be on. It's pouring over in my area. Oh my goodness. Acá nada. How do the ratepayers demand rate reduction for you? Be easy. Voting for the right people to come into office. Guys, Frankie will let us know who's going to be on later on tonight throughout the day. Please go subscribe to the YouTube channel, Erasmo Castro, there at YouTube. Subscribe to the channel. We need to get to 1,000 in order to be able to do live from the phone. I think that's it, guys. Have a great, beautiful rest of the day. Be safe. Take care of each other. Take care of us. Be productive today. God bless. Bye.